because I've seen so many people collapse. I've seen so many successful
And so fast,
people.
like
And so fast.
quickly.
Yeah. And 5 years goes by like this. Men have different desires than women.
Yeah.
Men have different needs than women.
Yeah.
And so, for example, women hate when a man is stubborn and takes everything personal.
Yeah.
You know, some men are very personal. They take everything personal. Women hate that. Women loves to be happy. Women love to laugh. Women just want to have fun.
And also, people we talked about this a lot of time. People attach like superstitions on this thing,
Right?
Because the person that told you like, I need to wake up at this time, if he doesn't do that for like 2 times, he's fucked up completely mentally. So that's important to do this. So,
And the sense of guilt people bring.
that's
You know, they
that's
carry throughout the whole day.
yeah.
That's heavy. I think the sense of guilt people, you know, carry with themselves due to habits that they read in some books. You know, maybe that you need to wake up early, or you need to read
do that.
You must read 10 pages a day. Like sometimes people come to me, get to me, you know, saying, "Hey, bro, how many books you read a month?" I'm like, "It's 3 months I haven't been reading one book." And they're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, because I want to free these people, you know. I want to free yourself from, you have to, you must, you do what makes you successful. And sometimes changes, shifts, so.
Yeah. But the thing about the book is that you don't need to read the book because you're already disciplined. And they think they need that because they are not disciplined, and so they think, and they misunderstanding basically the fact of, I need to read the book. It's not about the book, it's about the discipline behind the reading the book. Correct. It could be whatever.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a need. It's not a decision you make. You need to read the book, and then you start reading it.
As you said, it's like heavy if you say to yourself, I need to do that, because it's simply not true. I mean, you choose to believe that you need to do that. It's crazy.
Are you a morning guy? What time do you wake up?
Yeah, I need to wake up at 6.
I tried all the phases, let's say, because I read a book called Miracle Morning. I don't know if you read it.
Yeah.
And I think I was like 19 years old, and I was really into reading. So I was like, okay, if somebody tells me to do something, I'll do. And so yeah, I read that book, and for like 3 months in a row, I woke up at 5-6 a.m. in the morning. And
do you feel comfortable in doing it?
So it depends, because some days I was like a killer, other days at 12, at noontime I was sleeping. I was like, after 6 hours of work, I was like, okay. So I had that phase, and I always tell myself, like, you need to try things in order for you to find what works for you. Yep. So if you ask me today, what kind of person are you? I would say normal. Like I wake up at 8:39. Usually that's my. But I go to sleep at 2.
Yeah.
So I'm very productive during the night.
It's like 7 hours sleep.
Yeah, 7 hours, 6, 7. Yeah.
So
that's what I like.
Yeah,
but sometimes I decide to sleep till 1 p.m. because I go to sleep at 4 a.m. So it's really like I don't want to get too much attached to any habit, because I think habit makes you stronger, but at the same time habits makes you weak. So for example, I get to know I know so many people that they're like, if I don't do my morning routine, I'm fucked up.
Right.
I'm like,
that's crazy.
You cannot be fucked up if you don't do your morning routine. That must be a plus, not a fucked up thing. So
right. Yeah. So many people kind of misunderstand this thing, and they say to themselves that they need to do something every single day, like you said, read 10 pages, work out every day, and all these things. And the moment they don't do it, they just fuck up their day, because they're like, oh, then I'm not disciplined, then I'm not this, then I'm not that. But in reality, you just, of course, the routine is a plus, as you said, but it's not necessary in order for you to create your own identity and create who you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like the structure. It's completely different. I love this thing because we met like yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm discovering like every time we talk, like so much fucking things aligned based on the kind of education and training we had. I think a lot of our beliefs are similar. And I love this thing, and it's crazy, this part, because I think that the sentence that fucks people up is like, I must do something or what. But the or what, like, or I'm distracted, or I'm not, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna even say that because I hate that, but that or what, people don't continue that, like, in their mind, and just goes. subconsciously, and
So
we
the-
hope to find competitors like that.
So the bottom line is, get the fucking bag.
Do-
Get the bag, get the result.
Right.
Yeah,
Do however you want it.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
no superstition with that.
No superstitions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just go after it.
Yeah.
And you said, we were talking these days, you really travel a lot, and this is one of the things that I really found interesting. And you meet so many
Yep.
people going all around the place. What are your next trips that you have in mind? And you told me that you have so many things planned.
Yeah, sometimes it's too much, too heavy. Sometimes I'd love to have the life where you say, sometimes I was telling this to Fab, my video maker, and I was like, I envy non-ambitious people sometimes. I envy them because I'm like, wow, that would be amazing to have your own house with whatever, 2 cars and the habits and this and the football and basketball court outside.
Right.
Yeah.
And everything set up so you wake up, you got your coffee, everything. Sometimes I envy this kind of life, and I think and I know I will have it one day maybe, but today is like travel. So now I'm headed to Marbella next, so Italy quick, then Marbella, then India.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to India.
Really?
Like,
have you ever been before?
Yeah, one time, 3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
How long ago?
I was a little baby. I think I was like 15.
Why you're going to India? Is there something
yeah,
business related or personal?
Yeah, no, it's related.
Okay.
And I will mix it with
Yeah.
Ayurvedic.
Yeah,
thing,
sure,
you know,
sure.
I know you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And because they invited me for a stage for
For a speak.
yep.
Okay.
Speech.
For a speech.
Yep.
Where in India?
Close by. I think it's close to Delhi. I think.
Okay.
Nice.
They still have to tell me, but it's like 3,000, 4,000 Indians. So if you guys are watching it, I'm coming for you. And and no, I think India is such a powerful and potential place. So they invited me. I'm like, yes, I would mix
Absolutely.
it
Yeah.
with other things.
Yeah.
And then, anyways, bro.
Yeah, you told me that every time you travel somewhere, if you have enough days, you try to mix it. So you're like, okay, I have the speech, I have the people to meet, but at the same time, let's do this. Let's record a video. Let's record a vlog. Let's also try out some stuff.
Yes.
That's really good, actually. I'm trying to.
Totally. That's how I
Yep.
think. Like, and this is well connected, well linked to my life in general. Like, it's not just I work and then I take a pause and I don't know, go on vacation. I think vacation is the best thing society created in order for people not to feel in a cage.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so
Yeah,
you work
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you go on vacation. Fuck that. Like, I'm always on vacation. I'm always at work.
Exactly.
And so when I travel, I'm like, okay, I do this, and then I chill out for 3 hours, and then I go visit the sightsee the city, and then I go do this. So for me, it's like everything is mixed.
Yeah. I completely agree with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we were talking about earlier when we met downstairs. We were talking a little bit about meditation. Later, we will try out something with Nick and stuff. Are you a guy that
Have you tried the things with Nick before?
Yeah, it's
He
crazy.
tried a lot of
It's-
stuff. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Not
Yeah.
yet. The first time for me.
Okay, Marco.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so you assure us that it's safe.
It's safe, but it's powerful experience.
Yeah, I will
powerful
speak some
experience.
disclaimers before we start.
Yeah.
So I will not have a responsibility on whatever happens. It will be safe after the disclaimer.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to record it.
Yeah. The disclaimer for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you actually a meditation guy? You know,
Did you try stuff?
Do you try stuff? Do you meditate?
So I never meditated in my life. I
Okay.
tried to. Actually, what I think by meditation is when I brush my teeth, I'm meditating. You know, sometimes I really brush
Yep.
my teeth, and I really am present in the moment.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So that's for me my kind of meditation. I try to stand still and close my eyes, and I got the monkey tripping in here. You know, like it.
Yeah.
So till now I haven't managed to meditate that way, but I think I meditate in my ways.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I just walk into the nature and I just look up.
Yeah.
So not that kind of meditation, but
I will give you an example. Like for a couple of months last year, for me the only meditation I was doing was playing basketball alone. I was not meditating
Right.
as we intend. Like we speak about meditation, stay there, think, focus on the breath, and stuff like that. Because it was like about being present. Whatever can be meditating. He could be meditating right now, doing the videos and the pictures.
Right.
So I agree with that, but it will be interesting later when we will chill the monkey, maybe.
Relax.
You can play with that, because I think being so energetic and moving around that much like you are doing and keeping this energy level is amazing. I think you can play with this without superstition, as we said before, but you can really play with that in an amazing way. And I will teach you something you can use even if you have like salesmen or people selling products or services or whatever, like in your organization, in your company, because you can use breathing to change the state of people selling and change like the percentages of the sales and stuff like that. So it will be interesting.
Yeah, I'm all into these things actually. I'm all into these things. So I'm very interested in these things. I study these things, and for example, my 2023 word, I got 3 words for 2023.
Okay.
And every year I got some words I bring with me. Okay. So one of them is balance, for example.
Love it. Yeah.
Second one is elevation, and third one is challenge.
Love it.
These are my 3 words for 2023. So my mom is all into these things, as I told you these days.
You told me.
Yeah. And she always told me like, Giorgio, there's gonna come one day where you need to chill down. There's gonna come one day where you will need to balance. There's gonna come one day, and I was always like, nah.
That's a belief.
And, yeah, exactly. And then that happened instead. So I know I need these things, and that's why I'm always super interested in things in general, because I'm like, I don't label myself. That's what I learned throughout these last 6 years. Like, so many people are like, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this guy. I don't know. Maybe in 2 years from now, I'm gonna be a monk somewhere in China,
right?
And you will never see any podcast of me anymore. So
absolutely,
I leave all the doors open.
Maybe we catch the only podcast Giorgio does.
Maybe, bro. Maybe I go to Colombia because I'm going to Colombia in April, and maybe I'm getting married with a Colombian girl. Who knows? Then you will never see me in Tenerife and Gran Canaria anymore.
And maybe she hates podcasts and you will be, Melo.
Maybe I will walk naked and picking up fruits.
Who knows? Yeah.
But that's...
But I love this thing about not labeling yourself.
Yeah.
This is one of the things we discuss the most, basically.
Every time.
No judgment, being ready to be... Yeah. Fuck that was the old me. I'm a completely new person now, and no judgment at all.
Yeah.
Love that. I feel like we studied from some mentors and we connected. I think we had some same sources of information. This is what I feel talking with you, and I love this because it's not easy to be aligned on some kind of beliefs like this.
Exactly. How many people have you met that business people, entrepreneurship, whatever, and they are into these things?
Actually, I've met many through Nick, or he told me a lot of stories. But yeah, actually a lot of entrepreneurs that we meet, especially for the nature of our businesses, are usually meditate or visualize what they want to achieve, but not all of them actually studied certain things that we are bringing in this podcast. Like for example, what you brought in, and you were talking about, no judgment and all of these things. This is not something that usually people actually think, because many people judge themselves for decisions. So it was not.
So in trading there's lots of meditation, mindfulness, and
not all traders, but I would say that it's important if you want to be better. If you want to be better, both as a person, as a trader, you don't need, actually, that's a belief.
Yeah,
but I find it useful. I don't always do it. I don't put a routine that I need to do it every day. But if I do it, I know that it can be useful for me. That's just
any kind of business.
From my experience, I've met 2 opposite kinds of people. So people like never meditating, never doing breathing exercises or stuff like that, just 100% focused on work, for example.
I was like that.
And I mean, it's completely fine, but I was talking about these to you today. The only mentors I found that talks about fuck meditation, fuck breathing, just focus on work, and I love that belief, but the only mentors I found talking about that are younger than 35 years old. And I was like, okay, it makes sense, but my girlfriend is an osteopath, she knows a lot of stuff, and so I have these complete opposite beliefs about traumas and stuff, and so I was like, okay, let's listen to them and keep this belief, like work, that's fine, but I want to live through 70, 80, 90 years old, and so I want to be followed and pay attention to the fact of being, healthy. And I've seen two different kind of people: the work, and the too deep in meditation and breathing. And so the thing I love is the fact of not labeling ourselves and be ready to jump between one and the other. So now we are talking, working. Before we were creating content, you were creating content, and then in 30 minutes we will be boom meditating, chilling at the beach, and then boom work again without judgment on that. So it's hard to find people that are ready and able to jump between these two things. I found a lot of people on one side and on the other, but I'm grateful to have met like you, for example, these days, because it's really hard to find people ready to jump and question themselves, this way. So this is my experience on that side.
Tools.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, you know, Giorgio, the other day when we met, I was thinking about myself in the beginning, and I was like, all these years I just spent time by myself, basically in my room, trading, most of the time by myself because I didn't have a team. And I was really talking to Nick, and I was finding really, really interesting the type of life that you are having. How many people you are talking with every year? How many people you are talking in front of?
Too many.
And how did it change
really
in the last 6 years? So bring us through the phases.
So I'm a very introvert, actually. So I love to be alone. Like if you ask me what's my dream life, actually my dream life would be balanced. That's the truth.
Colombian life.
Exactly. Yeah. No, for real. Like if you ask me what's your vision of your life, either with babies or not, with a family or not, in any case, it's gonna be like, you see me with a Richard Mille on the wrist, maybe 2 Richard Milles, one for each wrist, and in New York with the tie on, closing some deals, making some millions, easy. And then 1 week later, you see me in Morocco, just chilling on the beach and drinking, I don't know, whatever they drink. And then 3 weeks later, you see me in Colombia doing ayahuasca, or I don't even
with
know,
your
sleeping
wife, absolutely.
with my wife, or I don't know, chilling and not doing anything for 3 days in a row. So that's my kind of life I would love to live. Like where you have everything and you really listen to your body and your mind and say, okay, I need this now. Okay, let's fly. I need this now. Let's fly. So this thing. So I'm very introvert. My like I love to be alone. So if you ask me how we went through this during these last 6 years, it's always been a balance between people, giving, and recharging, which is staying alone. So I recharge when I stay alone. So
you were like, of course, giving 100%, and then when you're done, like, fuck, I need to chill a couple of seconds, and then.
If people ask me how do I recharge, staying alone.
Yeah, it makes sense completely.
Yep.
Giorgio, do you remember the moment when you understood that you needed relationships for growing in your business?
You mean partnerships or relationship like female relationships?
Well, no, in partnership.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now, then if you want to, you can answer the second one.
Okay. Yeah, I love
it's interesting correlated to the business.
I love it. I think that's a cheat code, or it could be a breaking point.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, it breaks you or makes you.
Oof. Yeah, 100%. So I understood that you need the team to make it work, but at the same time you need to always thrive. Like it's a common path, but you need to do it alone. So you have a team, so many people say, it's a collective goal, blah, 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 and it's correct. But at the same time, it's a very personal and singular and it's just you and you. So it's this cool thing between, okay, we're all moving together, but actually everybody's moving on his own.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
And people really need to understand, because so many times in a team environment, I see people that, they get too much attached to the team, and so they stop thinking of themselves alone, and so they weigh the team down because they don't grow as much as they could if they thought they were alone. So it's very important that everyone in the team has a high consciousness. It really needs to thrive himself and to push himself to the limit.
And that's balance.
And that's balance as well, exactly. So being able to be all together, but at the same time, when everyone is not together, they're working their ass off.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. Like everyone needs to work their ass off. Because if not, I'm not gonna. But we're all a team. No, fuck. Like you're not working enough. I can't keep you in. Either you catch up with our standards, or you're done. And that's not being harsh. That's being helpful to someone.
The team is as strong as the weakest person in the team, basically.
Correct.
So that's painful. Yeah.
And about women, that's a great topic. I mean, we could talk for hours about that.
Do you think it's important to have relationships? It can be something useful, it can be something that actually hurts you.
It can be anything,
Right.
and nothing.
Right.
So I had phases where I had no women in my life, and phases where I was struggling with this because I wanted them, but then I didn't have time, and so it was like you want two things at the same time, but you cannot have. Then you realize that you don't need, and then you want, then you have it. So it's a fucking mess.
And your energy goes there.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
Your focus is going there.
mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess. So people really, especially entrepreneurs, they should study this topic.
Absolutely.
There's so many books.
Absolutely.
So many things. Oh my god.
Do you have something in recommendation for the people watching to actually dive into these topics?
Start with the men are from Mars and women are from Venus.
Nice.
It's a book. Go on YouTube, find the author because it's done so many videos, and yeah, start understanding that you do not know, because that's the fucking key for me. Like I know I don't know so many things, and that's why
Right.
I'm still making the money I'm making, which is
Yeah.
fucking a lot, but it's still not how much I can make.
Do you study also from Esther Perel?
Yeah, of course.
Ah,
I read-
fuck yes.
I read three
Love that.
books. One about betrayals.
Love that. Okay. No,
Um,
I only studied most from YouTube because I was reading
Okay.
other stuff. But for me, it was shocking. Like I discovered her through another video of a mentor. It was like, okay, who the fuck is that? Esther Perel. I
Esther
go,
Perel.
I see a TEDx talk, and she was like, stand
when
up.
she was talking about love and getting in. No.
And getting the mentor about relationships with you.
what's another
It was crazy. It was first video I saw about her, and she was like, okay, stand up. If you had in your life at least one mentor for your love side, for your relationship side, and you are grateful for that, you are grateful you paid those money, you will suggest to anybody else in the room to have that, and you are happy with that, and you are continuing your process. 20% of the room stand up. 20%.
Which already makes us think.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But
It's already a lot, but it's already too little. Like
Yeah, it's
only,
already-
only 20% bro got a mentor. Like everybody
Exactly.
in business has a mentor.
That-
in relationship, why don't they?
that's exactly the point. She was
Right.
like, if I decided to ask you, stand up if you had a business mentor, everybody was standing up. And then she was like, and that hit me. She was like, okay, how do you think your relationship can go in the right way if your business is a mess and you have like 10 mentors for that and no mentors for relationships? And in that moment, I was like, fuck, I need to study more and more and more and go deeper on that. And it was so great to understand the different perspective I had, my girlfriend had, what she meant. And you start to study the different behaviors, the different beliefs. And I
Right.
think this is a huge hack to start doing this. That was great to connect us to this. Yeah.
But it's not so popular, no?
No, a lot of people
Business,
don't talk
it's
about it.
popular, But
Yeah.
relationships, it's not so popular, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why we need to study that,
Many
because I
people
mean,
even don't know that you can have a mentor for
And-
your relationship.
and you didn't need like 100 hours. The first 5 hours studying this shit, like you
It's
were
already
like blown
mind
away. I
blown.
mean, yeah, it's not. I mean, invest 5 hours on that, and you will understand that.
Yeah, it's a big edge.
Yeah, and so you manage the girls part in different ways.
Yeah.
During the years.
I think nowadays I got to a point where I really understood
Mhm.
how I am in that
Yeah.
in that terms, how female works, how like I had enough experiences, and yeah. So I got to a point where I understood what I know. I'm still learning sexual energy and here
Yeah.
and there. Oh my god, so many things.
Yeah.
And while I study, I have to practice. So
Absolutely,
Marco,
absolutely.
This is
Abs-
you need to practice, bro. Like
That's the point.
that's the point.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's
That's
another.
true,
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm over.
So many people, as you said, have a mentor for business, but nobody talks about this stuff, and it's as important because, of course, you want to make money, you want to grow your business, but at the same time, you can make as much money as you want. But if another part of your life sucks because you're not investing time to study about it, then it can kind of mess up everything.
Yep. In fact, I think the successful term it's misunderstood because people think success is linked to money, but actually it's not. Like I don't attach money to success. Money is just one part of success, of the success cake. You know, it's
Yeah.
one slice of the success cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when people understand that making money is just opening a new door, and then after that you can really become successful, which is mastering all areas of your life. and especially when I do consultings to people, especially private people, like single people.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like 75% of the problems are attached to women. If they're men, if they're women, attached to men.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you think they're gonna talk
Yeah.
about sales and marketing and
Never.
leads and team problem? No. It's like female.
I have this problem with my mother or with the wife or with the other loved one or whatever. It's crazy.
Or part of the team is fucked up because of the partner. Oh my god.
Maybe
That's fucked up.
yeah, that's fucked up. Maybe you expect people to connect in the call and be like, Giorgio, how do I make more money? How do I get more sales? And they connect and they're like, so I have this problem with this girl right here. That's what happens.
Yes, so
nice.
many
I mean,
and that's why when people come to a little bit cocky saying, bro, I make this money, I'm
I'm good with that.
I'm like, okay,
But-
okay. let's see the other sides.
Yeah.
And so
it's as important, and a lot of people, I believe, that connect, they don't study about this stuff that we were talking about these videos, about mentors on relationships, and this is why
you can't have what you can't talk about.
Yeah.
So about money, if you can't talk about, you can't have it. About relationships, sex, all these things. Like I can have an easy conversation with anyone about sex. Anyone, like it's super easy. No, without blushing, saying I'm talking about sex. No, it's like
Because that should be normal.
that should be normal.
That should be normal, completely.
Well, a lot of people, I think, they think that being successful in with money make also you successful with women.
Correct.
That's
yeah.
a bad belief, no?
Correct.
Yeah,
so
that-
correct.
Yeah, you lack so much
Doesn't
knowledge.
work like this.
Yeah.
I mean, from the psychological point and the sexual point, there is so much stuff to learn. It's crazy.
Yeah, but he said a very good thing, very good point, because actually money gets you bitches, doesn't get you women, and but money fuels the ego in that sense. So you're really wounded with female or man, it depends. You're wounded, so you feel like, oh, I never had those kind of women, So money is gonna fuel your ego, and so with the money you're gonna buy women, let's say, or you think, and a consequence is women are gonna choose you thanks to your money. And it's not thanked to, but it's gonna be bad, because then they're gonna, if you get in a relationship with the money, then they're gonna always need that kind of level of money. Instead, we need to that people choose it from who we are, not from what we have. Yeah. So it's a fucking road to the.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was talking with a friend before coming here, like a couple of days before, and he had he blew up in the last 2 years. He went from 3 to 5k per month to now getting like 50, 70, 120 net k per month, and he's renting bad cars to go to first dates with women, because the car he has is like 80k, stuff like that, and every time he show up something happens. Then there is some beliefs to work on, he's not studying some stuff, but he literally have to like rent shitty cars to start the conversation in a different way.
Yes.
It's crazy.
So since we were talking about woman dating stuff, how do you see in Dubai? Since I never been to Dubai, I know you have a base in Dubai. How do you see that part of relationship between men and women in Dubai?
It's screwed up.
Dubai, yeah.
It's screwed up in Dubai. It's a very hard. Let's say I got some friends. They try to use Tinder.
Right.
And they connected with some women, and after a little bit they sent her like a menu. What I mean is I would love to have these shoes of Vuitton, I would love to have these, so it's very hard and complicated, especially if you're not aware of who you are, your wounds, what you're looking for and stuff. Because I'm not judging again, but if you're there just to have fun and you get some money, sick place, like you can go, you can find, but at the same time it's a hard place, it's hard field, because there are so many competitive guys there, because you think you're the big shot when you go to Dubai. Actually, you go to the club and you see like the one coming with the Bugatti, you see the one coming with the chain, with the Richard Mille, and you got nothing on your wrist, and you're like, holy shit. And so it's a very competitive place.
Yeah.
It's interesting, Dubai. It's interesting.
What did you say about the menu? These guys were texting someone and they said, "Oh, I want these things." Or
Yes.
And what about the price strategy? Did you see
after you get sex, they ask you for the money after, So you get sex, and after they're like, okay, so now I would love to go and buy this. You're like,
Okay.
What do you
If
mean?
they ask before, it could be more transparent, and they should sell even after, like
Yeah.
so they could make more money. If
Yeah.
they
And the cool part is, for example, when you either somebody texts you,
Okay.
slides in your DMs,
yeah,
and because you're in Dubai, and it's very interesting because you know, I always tell, you know, my kind of woman is not gonna slide into my DMs.
Right.
yeah, absolutely.
You know, so it
Yeah.
doesn't mean
Yeah, yeah,
she's
yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah.
or bad. No, I'm not judging, but I'm saying
It's just a thing.
It's just a thing. My kind of woman is not. So the kind of, because you know
This is a message.
this, yeah.
This is a message.
I need to find you where you at. And,
If you want me, don't DM me. Oh, what the fuck? What?
yeah, maybe. Okay, so first point, that one. So second thing, it's what I was about to say.
So your ideal woman will not.
Doesn't slide into
Yeah.
my DMs exactly, but what I was
We're talking about the menus,
Dubai.
your.
Yeah, that they ask you to go buy something right after having
Yep.
sex.
We're getting there. We're getting it.
We're getting that.
Yeah. So going back, like
Yeah, I'll come up. to
the menu, the different price strategy and stuff like that, and
And,
then
do
your
you believe-
ideal woman.
Yeah. Do you believe that in Dubai is just a lot of people don't look for relationship because they know that many are,
There is a
or many girls don't look for relationship because they know that most guys are looking to just have fun. Do you believe that's
Yeah. It's a
how
weird
Dubai is
combo.
working?
Yeah, it's a weird combo.
Yeah.
It's it's a weird combo. Of course, there are always some generalizing is always a mistake. So
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Of course.
but that's absolutely
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, you just need to know the game you're playing. Let's say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so many people get screwed up by by women. But that's absolutely okay because like when you got the money and when you really understand how the female mindset works, sometimes you need to be careful.
All right. So I heard you say this 2 or 3 times about how the female mind works.
Yes.
Can you give us some insights about?
Oh my god.
Like imagine somebody listening, like never heard Esther Perel, never heard people talking. We can talk about sex with anybody. For some people, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because they don't. So what's like your advice to bring them in the beginning of this process and get some knowledge about why they're fucked up with the women's side at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. You need to understand how the other sex thinks, the other gender thinks.
Yeah.
So we really need to understand that. So first of all, get the knowledge. So how does this knowledge develops? So first of all, men have different desires than women.
Yeah.
Men have different needs than women.
Yeah.
And so, for example, men are super driven, especially in making money, in having success, in getting solutions. Women not. Of course, it's generalization, but you will see that.
An average.
It's a common behavior. Of course, some
Not-
men can have feminine traits or stuff like that,
Exactly.
but the common behaviors.
Exactly. And women, for example, men are visuals. So we decide based on what we see. That's why women make up. And that's why men don't make up, because women don't choose us based on how we look, but they choose based on what they hear, so what they think we are. So that's why we lie as a man.
Yeah.
I got 7 companies, I make 100 million. lie. Okay. So this is a huge topic. Like women wants to be happy, men wants to have a meaning oftentimes. So of course this is a generalization, but men are unhappy if they don't achieve something, if they don't get to a certain point, if their ego, status, money. Women is much more about environment, being happy, the mood, and taking care, and being and feeling okay with themselves.
Yeah, the social environment is a big difference too.
Exactly.
Like I think I could stay 3 months without seeing nobody, and I think you say it's almost impossible for the majority. Not generalizing, but for the majority, it's like impossible to stay.
Yeah.
So especially if somebody has a team where there are men and women in it, it's really crucial that they need to understand the different communication.
Oh yeah, you saw that on thousands of people.
Exactly.
You saw that on thousands of people.
I know what fires up a woman rather than a man. I know very well. I know how to give a feedback to a man rather than a woman.
Yeah.
And it's so different.
let's talk about the feedback part. Like for example, let's imagine you have a leader in your team or whatever, and you have a man and woman that have done the same thing, but they are a man and woman. What's your different feedback when they do something wrong, maybe, and you want to correct the behavior?
I would never yell at a woman.
Yeah.
I can yell at the man.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can raise your tone.
Yes, exactly. I can tell him, hey bro, like what the hell did you do?
Yeah.
Like, are you sleeping? Come on, bro, what you doing? To a woman, it's like, oh, first of all, you're amazing.
Yeah.
I would start like this. First of all, you're amazing, and that's something everyone this happens to everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all. Secondly, what did you learn? How can we get on this? Move on and.
Let's do different the next time.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
But it's not judging, because women hates to be judged. That's
and they
truth.
perceive judgment sometimes even when there's not.
Exactly. So we have to stop judging. Women hate when a man is stubborn and takes everything personal.
Yeah.
Some men are very personal. They take everything personal. Women hate that. Women loves to be happy. Women love to laugh. Women love to laugh. Women just want to have fun.
Yeah.
And I know that's something stupid.
Yeah.
But actually, it's not just fun like parties and stuff. Women love to be in a friendly environment.
Yeah.
Women love to be happy and
feel
smiling,
good.
feeling good. Exactly. So if a man understands that, actually, I think women are the best challenge for a man. Women, if a man really wants to skyrocket his confidence and his behavior and who he is, a woman is the best test.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a
so
hell of
much
test. Better with women.
Yeah.
Women are my best test.
Yeah.
Because they test me.
Do you believe, like, in your industry, we talked yesterday about some maybe companies exploding and then collapsing and stuff like that, and it depends on so many variables, right? But seeing like all the other top player in your industry, do you think they're missing this kind of information?
Some
or
yes,
not?
some no.
Okay.
Some yes, some no.
Okay.
It always depends.
You saw
Some yes,
balanced.
some no. Yeah, some are smart, some are dumb. My question is always how long this person is gonna run for.
Right.
Yeah.
We talked about this last time, because my main goal is the long-term vision.
Right.
Yeah.
You told me yesterday, yeah.
So in 10 years, who's still gonna be here? That's my only goal. So that's why I party strong, but I don't party long. You know?
Right.
Because I've seen so many people collapse.
Oh yeah.
I've seen so many successful
And so fast,
people.
like
And so fast.
quickly.
Yeah. And 5 years goes by like this. So
It's not common. It's not common to play the long game, the long
No.
term. And if you're thinking in 10 years already, you're already having an advantage compared to others.
Also because you have to think about like, am I in a market that can stay 10 years, or am I just promoting shit that is gonna collapse in 3 months? When we think in 10 years, it's so stronger.
So one is about the external things, as you said, so the market, to the company here. One is the internal thing.
Absolutely,
Am I gonna burn
There
out?
is both. Absolutely, yeah.
Giorgio, back 1 second to women. About leadership, do you feel there is a difference in leadership between
How they lead?
how they lead, how they behave in leadership?
They can be monsters more than men. So
Yes, I wanted to know.
yes, they can be monsters, especially if you put like a group of women together and they are aligned. Oh my god, like they're killer more than men. Because men, the problem of men is that we have ego. So everyone wants to, overcome the other one, wants to get there before, wants to take the best charge and get more money and here and that. With women, that doesn't happen oftentimes. So when they are together, they're like a pack of wolves. You can't fucking
They're really
stop
together.
them. They're really together. And so, for example, I love to have a partnership with women. My assistant is a woman. My manager is a woman. My best friend is a woman. I like, if I have to pick people around me that help me, women. Why? No ego. And if you treat them correctly, they perform like beasts. So yeah, they can be like both
about
both
like
genders,
the discipline, how focused they are on.
Yeah. If
some
you understand
tasks.
the puzzle, how the woman is made, because every woman has a different puzzle, different traumas, different like men, of course.
Absolutely.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, they are 100 times better than men. So I wouldn't say, of course. So like there's a good expression that says we are equal, but we're not the same.
Right.
Absolutely.
Of course,
completely.
men and women we're
completely.
equal, but we're
Yeah.
not the same.
Yeah.
So it's stupid to say we are equal. Of course, we're equal, but we're not the same. So
Yeah.
somebody performs better in a position, somebody in another position. So a real
Yeah.
entrepreneur really understand how to place things and people.
Yeah, it's not an offense. It's like a fact. I mean, we are different. That the reason I heard a comedian saying that's the reason I love women. They are completely different.
Yeah,
than
if
men.
they were like me, I'm like, fuck no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, yeah, that's great.
If I can be more specific, what about women in network marketing?
Ooh, they're killer. Like 80% of top earners in network marketing are women.
80%?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Really?
It's crazy.
This is
It's crazy.
I noticed. That's
Yes.
why I'm asking you in your
Yes.
experience.
Because they love talking, they love sharing, they love community-based things.
It's an environment aligned with what you were saying before about.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and they social media
Yep.
and especially nowadays, everybody looks for a safe place to be in a community, somebody listening to them, sharing the problems, especially personal development, financial education. Like people are looking for these things. So if you provide these, people like you feel the basic needs in nowadays world, because people need to have somebody to lean on. Hey bro, can you listen to me for one second? I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I will. Okay, I feel home.
Yeah.
And I think people nowadays, even if everybody has a home, everybody has a social media, we don't feel so much home with the other human beings.
Absolutely.
So if you provide that, and if you really develop the human factor thing, so if you really become a killer, super great with people, with human beings, I think you got the game on for the next 10 years, because people who can provide these kind of feelings to other people win the game, whatever industry they're in. When are you coming to Dubai?
I want to come as soon as possible. In a
We
month
will
or so.
come. We will come to Dubai this year. We can go to Dubai.
March?
Why not?
Are you
March, I was thinking about Mexico, but we can. Do
March,
Dubai.
there's a super blockchain convention in Dubai,
March.
so let's get in touch later on.
March.
You're there in March, yeah?
Yes.
You are there in
For
March.
2 weeks, or
1 week and a half.
you're always around, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, nice.
We can go there. Absolutely. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
We will plan it later.
We
will plan it
plan
later.
it for sure.
Yeah,
We plan it
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Another thing, you told me the other day you used to play basketball, and we found
Fuck
out.
yes.
So Giorgio comes here. Giorgio comes in Gran Canaria. The show starts,
Crazy.
and we find out that we were.
You were
everyone
playing
was
basketball.
playing basketball. Giorgio was playing basketball, and we used to have these common.
How long have you been playing?
Yeah,
15 years?
Since
Really?
since 5-6 years.
Four?
since 4.
Yeah, I was 4 till 18, so it's now 14 years. Yeah, 14, 15.
Did basketball help in your journey in some way? Now, watching back at your last, 6 years, because we talked about this sometimes. Did you learn something, or is there any story connected to your basketball experience that you were like, that time I learned this and I'm applying this every time?
I wouldn't say specific lessons, but in general, of course, it helped me. Discipline and teamwork
Right.
and leadership.
It's really important.
I think business and sport is super connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And also because I never excelled, I never exceeded the expectations, and so I was
Okay.
always playing at a high level, but not super high, and I felt like I could give more. And so that low self-esteem background helped me in the business side. So I said like, okay, I never
it.
succeeded big time
Right.
Yep.
in school, and I succeeded big time in basketball, and I succeeded big time with women, and so like, you know what, the fuck, now I got my business.
Yeah. Right.
It's up on me. There's no coach, there's no mister, there's no teacher, there's no parent. It's up on me, and so that's why I started so strong in the business.
Yeah.
I want to prove myself.
The best thing about business is that it depends on you. When
Completely.
things that just depend on you is the best part for me, because I loved basketball. I loved to play basketball, but I felt the same. I felt like I couldn't excel. I couldn't give my best because it didn't just depend on me. And of course, you need to learn how to work on a team, how to play together with other people. But at the same time, I felt like it wasn't 100% on me. I could perform the best, but we would still lose.
Yeah.
So I really loved the business part of it
Do you do
because
sport now? Like, do you go basketball, gym?
I do gym. I surf here.
Surf.
Yeah, more alone stuff. But anyway, I love
Living the life. He's living the life.
Absolutely.
What
Yeah,
do you
that's
do? I surf.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
don't you think that it's the same in business? That you can give your best, but not achieving goals because of your team?
No, it's your responsibility. From like, if your team is not trained, maybe you have to cut some people from the team or stuff like that. But it's your responsibility that the team is working in the right way or not.
Well, I have a team since only a few months. What is your experience that you've been working with many people,
Yeah.
thousands of people? What is your experience?
It's a fucking mess.
Right.
No, it's a mess. It's a very beautiful thing, but it's a mess.
Uh-huh.
And also, yeah, you really need to understand people very well. And to understand people very well, you need to understand yourself very well.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have wounds and if you have traumas that you haven't worked on, you will perceive other people's traumas and problems in a different way. So actually, you project your problems into the team, and you don't understand the team's problem. So it's a parallel way of like you working on yourself, you working on the team, you solving yourself's problems, and you also solving the team's problem. So
Yeah.
so
Nice.
it's a mess.
So is it the same
beautiful
in
mess.
both in sport and the business or not? Or
It depends, because in
different?
business usually there's a hierarchy. So if you're the boss, let's say, or if you're the company owner or whatever, you have a leverage point in your hand. Like
Yeah.
you can decide who to fire, who to hire. You can decide to change roles and stuff. In a basketball game or in a team, sport team, it's not the same maybe, because you can't
But you
say.
have a coach.
But you have a coach. You're not the coach.
But the thing is that like
You're
he was
not the coach,
he was feeling
right?
like
Coach.
I could give 100%, but maybe these other guys went party yesterday, and so now
Right.
we lose. So I cannot own 100% responsibility for the team. When I guess like what you were saying, it's your responsibility to study people and learn and,
Right.
and be with them. So it's your
Also
responsibility. You have
understand
the
when they need to party.
yeah. So if the company is failing, you feel like it's my responsibility to have them understand that they are doing something. So the responsibility comes back to you, and it's different than, from my perspective, from the team,
That's interesting.
where it's like if everybody partied and I'm going 100%, we lose. Now if you go 100%, and in that 100% you have the studying the people, managing the team and everything, if you win because you won in your industry. I mean, I don't know, you are maybe 0.01% results maybe, so for sure you won, but I think it was your responsibility to do that.
They're very parallel, similar. Sport and business. I think maybe just business has this component where you can decide a little bit more. And there's not the physical part in it a lot, because you don't need to be tall or short.
That's different than, but of course, yeah. We will see later.
But
when we play.
still, the physical part plays a role. If somebody wants to play a long-term game, the body, like what I've seen so far, and what I'm telling you today, I think it's gonna be the trend for the next 3 to 5 years. It's the psycho-physical side of success, because everybody talked about sales and business and mindset. So, but like very few people talked about how to manage your body. Healing,
Right.
The
drinking,
nutrition,
and the hacks, and ozonotherapy and
yeah,
the blood and all these things. I think it's gonna be the new trend, like how to really stop the stress, how to really relieve stress, how to really sleep, because everybody's now don't sleep, you can sleep when you die, and people now are realizing the importance of balance. So I think this is gonna be the new trend in the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about it. They just talk about business, as you said, but it's very important to... You were telling me the other day, I eat right, I eat certain things because I need to perform.
Stop smoking, I do sport, I try to sleep,
because I need to perform at high level. So, completely.
there is this
completely
paradigm
understand,
in the society of keeping like separated. Andrew Tate was talking about this, keeping separated the mind and the body, but it's so connected. Like you cannot be 100% in the right mindset with a shitty body, never exercising or doing stuff.
You can push yourself, of course, but at the same time, You need to
I mean,
you need to find
you
need
feel
to
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guys,
With no
talking about the
superstition,
body,
but you feel better.
talking about the body, I need to go to the toilet. So I leave you 5
Nice.
minutes if you want to keep talking. I go because I don't know how you call it in English, but needs to go to the toilet anyways.
I think we were right,
Bro, be careful.
but
There is a
I think we were right. But because we were saying generalization is not good, but we were talking about the majority of, we were talking about
Yeah.
percentages and statistics. So I was hearing Jordan Peterson talking about that. It was like, of course, like there is man that has feminine traits even more than some women, and there is some woman that has masculine traits more than some men, but some and more than some men. So the majority, I think, what we were saying has been studied,
Yeah.
and people could study by themselves to discuss that later. But its perspective, there is also the thing that maybe it's a belief, but it's a belief, a fact-based belief. At least for what.
I would say that also Giorgio has a lot of experience working with a lot of people, and he's bringing how he actually approaches this
Yep.
world, and he's succeeding. Of course, he's having success, so he definitely knows how to approach both men and women. And I would not say that it's incorrect. I would say that you just need to understand how you cannot. I agree that you cannot have the same approach with both.
Giorgio is right,
Yeah.
and women are right.
Women are always right.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's a good topic. Anyways, what's another great topic we want to throw to the table?
I mean, if you want, and we want to go controversial, there is the top G discussion that will not say the name to not get banned,
Okay.
or maybe we will. I don't know. What do you think about that? Are you following what's happening with the arrest? Have you been following the last 6-12 months when this person blew up on the internet or not?
Yeah, more on the marketing side. What he did
Right.
was very
Mhm.
curious.
Yeah.
What did you learn from that?
Yeah, it's funny that he's not even on social media, and he's the best known on social media nowadays.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
that's significant. And some of the things he says are correct, other not maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree. A lot of people, I would say, this is what I noticed, that a lot of people hate on
You
him.
look like him, by the way.
Yeah. You say a little bit? It's because of the glasses now. But yeah, a lot of people hate on him because of some things that he said. But I would say that you just need to take what is helpful from each person. So
Yeah.
of course, I don't like some things that he said, just like some other mentors or just some other influencers or some other people online. But maybe I don't like some things that they said. But then look at how good he's at marketing. Look at how good he's at speaking. All of these things. There is always to learn from
We have
someone.
been studying how we communicate for a couple of hours. I
Communication,
remember we were there. Okay, fuck, he's doing this and this and this, and it's not about, because he also exaggerated a lot of stuff. So I also don't agree with everything he says, but for sure there is so much to learn.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
If a person decides to learn, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even need to agree if you want to learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need to listen from people that thinks different from you if you want to learn.
Yeah. Otherwise, you always go with who you agree with, and you always reaffirm to yourself the things you know already, and the things you have heard already.
That's what
it's
people
crazy.
like.
Also because it's scary, to question everything you believe in. Like, I entered this conversation questioning everything I believe, because maybe I will learn something new from Giorgio, from Edward, from you, that will change my perspective completely. But if we start like, I believe in this and this and this, and now I'm finding the confirmations of these beliefs, and I enter in this conversation to defend my beliefs, then it's not useless, because you can learn a lot, but you're stuck in those belief systems.
Do you think, Giorgio, that being in Dubai for some time of the year, I know you travel a lot, but do you think it's way easier to create a network of people and to meet other entrepreneurs, maybe do podcasts, create just a network?
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a hub. It's like a hotspot, Dubai now.
Right.
So many people go there because of the weather, because of the in general, it's a hotspot. So yes, it's good to go to Dubai a couple times a year minimum, I would say.
Yeah.
And when
nice.
I go there, I'm like networking all day long. So it's like 13 meetings a day. Just meeting like either old people to keep the relationship alive, or new people, or connecting with new people. And that's why the social media is super important, because when you reach out to somebody, and you got like 100,000 followers, they get back to you.
Right.
And so you can really connect with people quick.
Yeah. So, do you have an advice for people that maybe don't have as many followers, but they want to meet entrepreneurs? Maybe they are smaller entrepreneurs. They just got started. They have less followers.
Work your ass off, make more money, grow your following. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
That
I always
become a person that can spend the time with those guys.
Exactly. Like, everybody says, how can I find a way to get in touch with a millionaire? How can I, do I have to offer him lunch? Do I have to take him out from lunch? Do I have to take his luggage up to the hotel? I'm like, dude, no. If you text me for lunch, I'm like, I'm busy. I'm busy. But I offer you in the best restaurant. I already go in the best restaurants. Thank you. You know what I mean?
You have to get some value from that person.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
So it's becoming that person. It's the easiest way.
Because the higher you go, the more protective you are of your time.
And also protective in general.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, can I come and pick you up at the airport? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like,
it's like
so
fake doesn't work.
No.
Fake.
No.
Is it real that Dubai is a quite fake place?
It can be. Yeah. Like everything in the world.
Right.
But there, everything is expanded times 10. So if there's real times 10, there's fake times 10.
Right.
So there's some fake ass people over there.
Yep. Which place in the world do you think could be a very good place for meeting people, for doing business, and so on?
I think Singapore, Hong Kong, good places.
Nice.
And of course Dubai, Milan, it's a good place.
You spend a lot of time in Milan, or not?
No, not that much. No, not that much. No, but I like to stay there because it's a hub. It's an Italian hub as well.
Go to Singapore?
No, not yet. But I know. But I got so many friends there. Yeah, really?
Yeah, a few months.
I got so many friends there. I have to go.
Really?
Yep. Traders and.
Yeah. So, do you have an advice for me? Like, for example, I have a good following on social media, but if I fly out to Dubai or I fly out to Singapore, I don't really know who to meet. Do you have an advice?
You should have what I call the hit list.
Right.
So whenever you see somebody in Dubai or that lives in Dubai, write his name down somewhere.
Nice. Yeah.
Create an Excel paper, Excel sheet, and boom. So you know who lives in Geneva, who lives in Dubai, who lives in Miami, who lives in New York. So when you go there, you meet the contact.
Makes sense.
That's great.
Where you need to become the king of networking.
Yeah.
The master.
This is really something that I haven't done.
I know.
Never done. Like I started doing it in the last year.
The key is moving to a place where going to that place makes you more money.
Right.
So many people go into a place and they just go there and they don't know anyone. No. You need to go and make money, make connection, get to know people.
Right.
And so whenever I come back from a travel, I always get to know people. Always get to know new people, locals or entrepreneurs.
Sure.
Always. That's my must. If not, I don't even travel.
That's great.
And this is also why you want to meet a lot of people. You want to travel a lot. This is also why you want to learn you want to speak so many languages,
Absolutely.
right? Absolutely. You were telling me the other day you started learning Spanish 1 year ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, but just with the book or
con un libro de gramática. Ya está. Se fue así.
That's crazy. Next one is.
El próximo va a ser el francés.
What's your approach? So now do you speak a little bit of French or not?
Un petit peu seulement.
Okay. What's your approach now? To go and
for example, what I would do is I grab a grammar book, and I just start studying the grammar, the basics.
Yeah. Okay.
So no bullshit. 2 hours a day or 1 hour a day.
Okay.
Boom. Grammar.
Really? Okay.
Like abyss. After I know the basics, which is the verbs, how to spell things, how to pronounce things correctly, the basic words of the vocabulary, and stuff. Then I'm like, okay, let's go and have a teacher.
Okay.
And then it's 1-on-1 session.
A French teacher,
of course.
Okay. Amazing.
Where I only speak French.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 times a week. 1 hour. And she gives me assignments, and I'm like, hey, you gotta give me assignments.
Okay.
She's like, how much? A lot.
Great.
And I want her to pressure me,
Is it the lessons with the teacher about the teacher teaching you how to speak French, or the teaching you speaking French and forcing you to speak French?
Both.
Okay.
It depends on the teacher, and I oftentimes tailor on me. So okay, I need to talk about business. I need to talk about companies.
Yeah.
So I give her the topics.
Yeah.
And I tell her I want to do conversations plus new things about grammar.
Okay.
And imagine this, bro. I go to some lessons saying, hey, I want to learn the hardest thing in Spanish. Give me the hardest things in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like, the hardest things, the hardest things. Like, I really want to get to know the language very well.
That's great.
I don't want to speak Spanish like Italian people speak Spanish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hate that. Because they're like, okay, you're Italian. No, they need to say, are you Spanish? No, I'm Italian. Oh, you're Italian for real? You speak such a good English. Like you're Spanish.
Yes, completely. Completely.
Is this how you learn English as well, or you knew it already?
No, I knew it already from school, and then when I started business, everything was in English. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
But I never took like personal classes with a teacher.
Nice.
But I did it through school. So
all the people prepare, whether you are from Spain, Latin America, French. You're gonna hear about Giorgio talking your language very soon.
What's the next?
All the content is coming.
There are 3 things I will never do in my life.
I got one with this one.
Probably yes.
Okay.
You wanna know?
Yeah.
Those 3 things.
Of course.
Marco, you wanna know?
I want to know.
Oh my god. So one thing I will never do in my entire life, it's learning Russian. The second thing is learning Arabic. Arabic, I'm sorry guys, but that's too hard for me.
Okay.
And the third thing, I can't say that.
You can't say that.
You can't?
But 2 were pretty okay.
I think people can understand which one is the third one.
I think yeah.
I will leave you the...
You will never say to a woman she's wrong.
Of course it's that one.
That's
this one.
Okay. And
it's great.
So you switch the approach that like not with the English, but now with the other languages, you have this approach with the teacher.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes.
You should try one thing, if I can tell you. Like, you take like your favorite book or film or whatever. With the book is easier because, for example, I had some students doing this with psycho-cybernetics. So they read it like 3-4 times in Italian.
Okay.
And then in English, because the brain already know what's inside the book, and so you trick it. So if you start with the grammar and then you implement with like a book this way, it could be interesting. Or, I mean, it's hard because maybe we don't watch TV series, Netflix or shit like that, but we can use the films a lot if you take it like in original language.
No, I got the phone in Spanish. Everything starts to be in.
Like all around yourself is in that language.
Yep.
That's
And then I start for example, if I learn something, then I meet somebody, I just throw the word out. Like if I learn
you get some feedbacks.
All the time.
Yeah, I would ask him because it's a really important thing, I think, too. It's great.
I jump a little bit with the topic. We were talking the other day about cryptos. I know you got some nice entries in the past.
And I will again. When the next bull market is gonna come, I'm ready with my cash.
So is it not over?
Not over, brother. The cash is still to be made.
Nice.
Saying that it's over.
No, I think in the next bull run we're gonna be I'm gonna make so many millions, and I think you too, bro.
We're ready.
I know. I see the grin in your face, like.
We're just waiting for that ledger arrived because here
7 ledgers.
Right. Because here they don't ship. The ledger doesn't ship here. So now that Nick came, he brought some ledgers.
Why?
Yeah.
They really don't ship ledgers here?
No.
Amazon Prime is like incredible. Not in Canary Islands.
Not in Canary Islands. But anyway.
But you have Amazon here.
Just for some things.
Very limited.
Yeah, very limited.
So I was in Italy. I was like, ship it to me, and when I come back, I will bring the.
Why they don't ship here?
Ask him. I don't know.
I have no idea because we're still in Europe, but we are really close to Africa, so I don't know. They're
afraid.
They're afraid. I have no idea, but
ask them.
And other things ship, just not really. Amazon doesn't really ship.
Yeah, like
here.
AliExpress ships sometimes faster than maybe.
So basically, Amazon with longer delivery times, since everything that is on Amazon is from AliExpress.
So you need to find a portable Nick that every time comes and brings you the things.
Yeah, or we just find it
portable
here.
Nick.
Yeah, exactly. When it will be moved here, we will find another Nick
Another
We
Nick.
are looking for another Nick that will bring.
If you want to
things,
be the
yeah.
next Nick,
If
yeah.
you
So
call
I
the
think
Nick,
if you ask somebody saying, "Hey, dude, listen, I need you to be the next Nick, but I'm gonna host you 3 days here." Oh, bro, it's gonna do like
oh fuck.
he has to
yeah.
come here and hang out with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they should pay. Absolutely.
So I wanted to ask if you can reveal it. At what price did you actually buy last
I bought 1,800 and 3,000 2 times. Yep.
Bitcoin?
Bitcoin.
1,800.
Yeah.
Nice. We were talking about it the other day. Those are great prices, great entries.
Yeah.
It was it because you were in in business already and you were
Yes.
talking to people and you find out about it. Yeah,
Yes.
that's great.
I was always like interested in
Yeah,
Things.
things, and so
Yeah.
so I also had like Curve. I had Chainlink, like some altcoins, but mainly I wouldn't say conservative, but I would say ignorant enough not to gamble too much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's a great thing to be aware of, and even
Exactly.
for them to listen to.
so
were you scammed by FTX or you were
No.
able to? That's
No.
great.
I
You were
Great.
not touched by that.
Well,
not touched at all.
Nice,
No.
nice. That's great.
Everything in DeFi, safe, unknown.
Nice, amazing.
Uniswap and stuff. Like everything up there.
Once you go into cryptos, I believe you need to look into these things.
Yeah.
Do Ledger, DeFi, some things. It's great. Otherwise, why you're doing
Yeah,
cryptos?
I think it's not that hard to.
Yeah.
Probably when somebody gets into the first time, yes, it's hard to really have a path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like
if
in
somebody
everything.
like in everything. If I join anything today, I would just pay
Yeah.
and find a way to get in quicker and with some guidance.
Yeah.
That's what I would do straight away, like in everything I do. So I take classes myself about certain topics and I pay. So for example, I'm in a program 6 months now from January to June.
Okay.
With American guy about not crypto but other things. And I was with the salesman that
Yeah.
to offer
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
explain me the programs. I said, okay, there are 2 ways to get into the program. One is 5K if you buy now. If not it's 7K, and the other one is 10K if you pay now. If not it's 12K. I looked at him and said, hey, look, who you think you have to do with? Like, you know who I am? Of course I want the 10K one. Of course. He was like,
Yeah.
because I made fun of him, But
Yeah.
I'm like, of course, give me the bigger one.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, are you a salesman? I mean,
Yeah.
I think you
I
did
told
that.
myself, like you didn't have to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
anything. I like, buy me the biggest one.
That's crazy because I think you broke this guy. I believe he was like, oh shit, people pay 10K, and so now maybe after you, I think his sales managers were like, Jesus Christ, like you start selling the 10K thing. yesterday it was crazy. Talking about the salesman, we were trying to buy some fucking lights
Yeah.
for
These
this
lights.
location and another location. These amazing lights you see.
The
here.
bigger ones.
And it's crazy
Yeah.
to see different beliefs on salesmen because we spent like 1 hour yesterday trying to have
Yeah.
the salesman selling that thing.
I
because
swear.
it would.
Yeah. These were in exposition
Yeah.
in the place, and they didn't have anything in the inventory, and we were like,
Give me
can we
these.
get these? They're here. I mean, they're already built. Can we
Yeah.
just get them? Oh no, we
I
don't have
cannot.
inventory. I cannot. I don't find the code to sell it to you. And yesterday we were not able to buy them, and we're like, don't you want to sell the lights? They're here.
Yeah, we would
They're
pay you
here.
even more.
Give them to me. And they were like, we can't. And we went this morning. There was
This
another
morning
guy.
there was the owner of the fucking place.
Yeah, there was the owner
and he
of
was
the
like,
place.
of course, yeah, guys, keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay,
So-
you get it. It's crazy.
Different salesman. Yeah.
Yeah, difference. But I think you did a great favor to this salesman.
Yeah, I would think
You broke his. He was like, oh my god, he was shocked later. But it's. Do you ever stop studying?
No,
Right.
I'm addicted.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I can't help it.
What topics are you going into a lot in this moment?
Yeah.
I'm reading about spirituality a lot
Mm?
Nice.
lately. Spirituality, always business. I mean, it's always there,
Yeah.
here and there. Investments, investments a lot. How to protect your capitals. You
Yeah.
know, how to protect your
Net worth.
Your net worth. So all that. Yeah, mainly these things now.
Thinking about making,
And body in the body. So the
Right.
healthy
Yeah.
thing. So all these things.
considering a real estate investment in Canary Islands or what?
Of course, with Marco, we can do whatever we want.
So are we ready to go play basketball or what?
I think we're ready, bro. You
Ready?
ready to get smashed?
It will be so fun. It
Yeah.
will be so fun. Do you want to start with basketball and get fucked there, or
Or before you're gonna get
or
fucked on the
meditation?
beach?
So we can prepare you to.
I think let me.
Can you imagine if we recorded it? He beat me like 20-0. It would be.
Okay, we will put some clips. We'll put some
Yeah.
clips. Now this podcast is not over until
Yeah.
you see some clips of me beating it there as well.